Remember, our goal is to build long-term relationships with these elected officials. Many of you, when you're discussing your issues with your officials, you might not get them to agree with you. They might flat out just say, no, I don't agree with you. I'm not going to vote for your issue. And when you hear that, it's very important to realize that it's okay if they say that. That just means that we have to understand why they're disagreeing with us and if there's any way for us to change that. Again, sometimes there isn't any way, and them just saying no is perfectly fine. Think of this more as an opportunity to build a relationship, because though that official disagrees with you today, maybe tomorrow on a different issue, they might agree with you and they might actually support you to your surprise and shock. But if you burn that bridge, or if you get angry or frustrated with them, then of course that makes that situation much harder and much more challenging. Part of this ability to build relationships with your official and to humanize our community is, of course, feel free after the meeting, whether they support your issues or don't, invite them to the masjid, invite them to your community, invite them to a program or event or whatever it is. Because again, maybe on that issue they disagree with, but on other issues they might agree with it. And again, our goal is to build relationships with officials, have them learn about the Muslim community, and just have that connection, because that might pop up again or benefit them in the future. Even when it comes to Islamophobia, the vast majority of people who hold anti-Muslim views have never met a Muslim or have no relationship with the Muslims. So the point is that whether they agree with you or don't agree with you, think about the relationship. How can you build that relationship? Invite them to event programs in the future, and through this process, do that. Also remember that an official, let's say at the state level, maybe next year they might run for the federal government. They might run to be a senator in Washington, D.C., or a representative in Washington, D.C., or they might run as the president of the United States. Just recently, when we were producing this video, Senator Kamala Harris of California, she is now basically a vice president pick. Senator Joe Biden is now a presidential pick for the Democratic Party. Meaning that these people that start off in lower levels of government, they have a tendency to grow higher and higher in that position. So if you build a relationship with them now, inshallah, that'll follow them in the future.